Hello, dear learners. Here I am, your Pritha ma'am, with my latest video in my channel Eminence Be the Excellent. And I know that you all are excellent. So, my today's topic is voice change. I know that some of you are thinking that voice change is very difficult, but believe me, if you are going to follow my rules and if you are follow my channel and if you are watching the full video of voice change and how to change this active voice to passive voice, then you will feel or you will think that it is the easiest chapter of your grammar skill. And but before going to start, again I'm telling, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon also to get the latest videos. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started. So today's topic is voice change. Voice. It is a it is the you can say it is one of the most important things of our English grammar skill. And if you are going to give your any kind of academical examination, any kind of competitive examination, any kind of writing, you need to know voice change. And this particular thing is very much associated with our all kind of writing skill. So you need to know voice change very clearly. And believe me, it is as it is one of the most important topics of grammar skill, it is also one of the easiest topic of grammar skill. So let's see how can we change the active voice to the passive voice and the vice versa with the help of these tricks. So we all know that what is voice. Voice is actually when we are trying to write down any sentences and when the action is denoted. So this voice is actually we can divide this voice into two categories, and one is active voice and another is passive voice. So active, we need to change the active voice into passive voice and the passive voice into active voice. But to Okay, now let me clear you what is active voice and what is passive voice. See, active voice is when, like I'm going to give you the example, like Ram does the work. In this sentence, which is the subject, Ram is the subject and Ram does this work. It means subject does the action. Okay, subject is doing something. And when we are going to write down anything in passive voice, it means subject is the receiver of the action. Okay, subject is not doing the things directly, else he means the subject is the receiver of the action. Okay, so in active voice, subject does the action, and in passive voice, subject receives the action. Okay, so I think it is clear that what is active and what is passive. So we know that what is active and what is passive, and we all have heard these two categories of voice, like active voice, passive voice. But when you will get the questions like change the voice into passive or vice versa, you will get very much panicked and you think that this is very much tricky thing, this is very much hard thing. No dear, it is not at all hard, but you have to memorize 5 rules which I'm going to discuss with you in my this video. Okay, so there are the 5 rules you have to remember, and the first one is identify the subject and object. Okay, let's see this sentence. Ram does the work. Here, which one is subject? Definitely Ram is the subject. We all know that Ram is subject. And which one is object? The work is object. The work is object. Okay, and then swap the subject into object. So we need to swap. It means we have to change the subject into object and object into subject. So let's change it. Okay, we need to write down here the work. Okay, and we have to change the subject into object. So write down Ram. Okay, done. So I have written down the work which is actually object in the place of the subject, and Ram which is actually subject in the place of the object. Next, convert V1 into V3. Which one is the V1 here? Does, but the V1 means the main verb is do. So we need to change this do or the main verb into the V3 form. V3 form means past participle. V3 form means past participle. So, what is the V3 form of do? Definitely we all know done. So let's write done. Then helping verb before main verb. So before the main verb, it means done, we have to write down a helping verb. So now you can ask me that what are the helping verbs? Let's see. So we need to change the helping verb. See, I have already created a list of the helping verbs which we need to change or which we need to use. So let's go with the tenses. If you remember this particular table, then no need to do the exact part of the tenses of voice change. Okay, just remember this table. So helping verbs. In present simple tense, we need to use the helping verbs like am, is, are. And in present continuous, we need to use the helping verbs like am or is or are. And with that, we have to add being, B-E-I-N-G, being. Then in present perfect, we need to add has or have, and with has or have we have to add also been, B-E-E-N. Okay, don't get confused between being and been. It is been. For perfect tense it will be been, B-E-E-N, been, and for continuous it will be E-I-N-G, being. Okay, next it comes present perfect continuous. Here you have to use has or have and plus being. It means you have to add being. Past simple you have to use was or were. Past continuous again was or were and being. Past perfect you have to use had and you have to add been, B-E-E-N, been. Okay, here you have to only use had because in past form we cannot use a have or has, so you have to use had. In past perfect continuous, had being. Future simple you have to use will or shall and you have to add beb. Future continuous, will shall being. Future perfect, will shall have been, and future perfect continuous, will shall have been. Okay, so you have to memorize this particular table for the voice change. Now let's see in which tense this particular sentence is. This sentence is in present simple tense. So for present simple tense we have to use am or is or are. So let's see. See, the work is third person singular number. So that's why we need to write down what we need to write down here. The helping word is. Okay. Then what do we do? Then we have to use by or to. Okay, by. Maximum of the sentences we have to use by, but some of the places we have to use to, like known. If there is the V3 known, then we cannot use by, then we have to use to. Okay, so that's why I have written down by or to, but here we can use by. So the answer is the work is done by Ram. So the answer is the work is done by Ram. Okay, these are only the, today I am going to teach you only the assertive sentences. Changes of the assertive sentences. Okay, assertive active sentence to assertive passive sentence. So let's see. So we have already done present simple. So let's do one present continuous. Ram is doing the work. What we need to do? Again, swap, write down the work, then write down is, then we have to add being. Being, then we have to use the V3 form, done, then we have to use by, and then we have to use Ram, the subject. Okay, so the answer of this passive change, after changing the active to passive, we can write down the work is being done by Ram. Okay, let's see future simple. If we write down Ram will do the work, then what should we do? We have to do that work, which is the object. We need to write down in the place of the subject, then write down will, then we have to use be, then the past participle form, then the by, and then the subject. Okay, so like this way. Okay, write down okay, I'm going to write down a perfect sentence. If I write down Ram had done the work, then what should we do? Again, the work had been, then what should we do? Then we need to write down the past participle form by Ram. Okay, so these are the this one, and this one, all are passive voice. So it is easy na, it is very easy to change, but you have to memorize these 5 tricks and these table of the helping verbs. So today we are only write down or only today we are only learning the first thing or the changes of the assertive sentence, assertive active voice to assertive passive voice. In my next video I will teach you how to change the negative active voice to passive voice, how to change interrogative sentences, interrogative active sentences to interrogative passive sentences, and some other sentences also. Okay, but as it is the first thing, you have to know these 5 tricks. You have to memorize the helping verbs. If you memorize the helping verbs and the 5 tricks, then no need to be worried. You can easily change the active to passive voice. Okay, so I hope that you have learned the basic things of the voice change, and I hope that you can do this kinds of voice changes in a very easy way. You don't be you will not feel afraid. Okay, you will not be afraid. And if you like this video, so if you gone through this video, you will not forget what is voice change and how can you change the voice change in an easy way. So this is for today. If you like my video, then please hit the like button and hit the bell icon also to get my latest videos, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you are subscribing, if you are giving me likes, then I will get the inspiration to make new videos. And I am here to give you the I'm trying to give you some very easy steps to do the grammatical skills, and I hope that it will be helpful for you. So please wait for my next video, where I am going to teach you the interrogative sentences, negative sentences, and some other sentences of voice changes. Okay, thank you very much, my learners, and do the practice of grammar skill, and follow my channel. Thank you.